We're the Green Mountain State, and I think the environment has been a big part of our identity.
If you broaden it to the energy conversation, Vermont has been vibrant for years.
Because it's a small state with a small population of 600,000 people, you do run into the same people over and over again, and therefore develop relationships with them.
My commute to work is very easy. I live just up the road. I can easily walk or bike to work, and I always come into a beautiful office location. Great staff here to work with, and I love being here. There's an incredible food scene, wonderful community, and of course you've got the mountains to your east and Lake Champlain to the west.
We're a 45-person environmental consulting company, and I manage the Applied Information Management Group, which is a 10-person group that does geographic information systems, programming, web applications, and database development. And the company itself has got 3 other groups that do water resources management work, another group that does investigations and remediation of contaminated sites, and the last group, which the company started with, is Ag, Chemical, Fate, and Transport, which is, does chemical get into the water supply and affect the environment? Stone's doing a 3-year study in Vermont looking at runoff from farms, basically dealing with the pollution in Lake Champlain. And the study is interesting from the standpoint we're looking at farm fields that have a management practice on it and farm field that does not on the same farm, and collecting that data and seeing whether there is a significant change in the runoff from those fields that have management practices installed. So we built a website to help farmers know where not to use certain chemicals based on species, that actually looks not only at where the chemical is applied in the field, but how far it can blow in the spray. It's a great place to work. I mean, I think people that live in Vermont are deliberative. They live here because they want to live here. In terms of the mindset of the staff that we have in Stone, they're all coming from a pretty holistic stewardship mentality, both from a physical sense and an outdoor sense and a responsibility sense. Yeah, once somebody has started at Stone, it's been become sort of a family. The work is good, and the employees enjoy hanging out with each other, sharing both the good and the bad, and getting together when there's an opportunity to do so. We do some community volunteer work. We have a community service day that any employee can use to take their own time and go to work in their own community or at a food shelf or whatever. Stone's growth over the last 10 years has been based on finding niches in the green environmental field and pursuing it and doing good work. We think that Vermont is a place where good work is expected. Our clients expect that from us, but I also think it's part of a Vermont ethic.
VEIC is an organization where their main goal is to reduce the environmental and monetary costs of energy use throughout the state of Vermont. Customers call up all the time really not knowing what they're looking to do. All they know is they have an extremely high electric bill and they're looking to cut their costs. And that's where VEIC comes into play, and we can provide them with feedback, we can provide them with any sort of research that shows about what sort of products they're using or what they can be using. And we can also provide incentive for them to upgrade to that more efficient model if they're looking to do that. No job is too small or too big. We have people coming in that are asking just simply how old their refrigerator is and how much electricity it uses. And we provide that information. And then you have customers that own big industrial businesses and going in and doing some energy audits and coming up with the right solution on how they can cut their bills. Staff here is always looking to be at the next level and staying ahead of the game. And we do that through research, we do that through conferences, education, and really just working together as a team and ensuring that everyone is at that cutting edge level. I'd say Vermont is really a unique situation because there are plenty of businesses and residents that really support the idea to create a more comfortable, more efficient home, and to creating a more sustainable environment. VEIC contributes to that greatly.
We talk about it as repowering our communities, one home, one business, one school, one farm at a time. We are a solar company. What we do is we install solar. But we also are an energy company, right? So we are giving people a choice about where they get their power. So they can spend the same amount of money and they can buy power from the utility, or they can buy power or use the power from the solar that we're installing on their roofs and pay the same amount for that system on a monthly basis. We install solar without any upfront cost and then set the homeowner up with a fixed monthly payment that basically mimics what they would have spent anyway on utility power. So the goal is to help Vermonters go solar, but maintain their monthly budget. So we've helped over 600 homeowners do just that. We do have a significant team of electrical engineers, and then we have a team of certified union electricians, from apprentices to incredibly experienced electricians who create the teams that go out and bolt the panels down on people's roofs. We also support about 60 different Vermont businesses through the course of doing business. Our goal is to take solar from the homes of a small percentage of Vermonters and really put it on the majority of Vermont roofs. We're really trying to change how energy is produced in the state, and a part of that is building the scale of industry, of technical teams, of design teams, of customer service teams, of installation teams that we need to be able to match that, both the rate of customer demands, and I think from our perspective, the rate of growth the industry needs to maintain to hit our statewide goal of 90% renewable energy by 2050.
Because of the scale of Vermont and some technological advances, it's really allowed a number of entrepreneurs of all ages and all backgrounds to try new products and services and have clients all around the globe.
There's a lot of opportunity as a young business grows. So as we reach out into new geographic corners of the state, as we look at the next kind of step in technology, there's exciting potential for where the company goes.
As we're expanding, we're growing at least 2 to 3 people expansion a year, and then the turnover is probably 10% a year. So we're, 5 people at least a year we're looking to hire.
The type of employee that we're looking for is not only someone who's well-based in science or engineering, but also someone that can communicate and learn new things.
One of our recruitment philosophies since I've started working here is really to hire locally. We want to support our local economy. We want to support Vermont. I think Vermont is well positioned. We're a great place to create jobs and be a part of this exciting industry.